Every World Cup has one, the group that makes every team in it nervous. The group where world-class players can get eliminated before the tournament has even really started. The group where no game is easy, no result is guaranteed, and someone who deserves to go deep goes home way too early. They call it the Group of Death, and the 2026 World Cup has not one, but several groups that are genuinely terrifying. Today we are going through every single group, breaking down who is in it, what the key matches are, and then at the end crowning the one group that is the most brutal of them all. Before we get into it, one thing that is important to understand about the 2026 World Cup format. There are 48 teams split into 12 groups of 4. The top 2 teams in each group go through automatically. But here is the twist. The 8 best third-place finishers from across all 12 groups also advance to the round of 32. That means even if you finish third in your group, you can still survive. It gives teams a safety net that did not exist in previous tournaments. But in the toughest groups, even that safety net might not save you. Let us start with the easy ones and work our way up. Group B, Canada, Switzerland, Qatar, Bosnia, and Herzegovina. This is the most comfortable group in the entire tournament by a significant margin. Canada are the hosts and heavy favorites to top the group. Switzerland are a solid, well-organized side, but nothing exceptional. Qatar are at their second World Cup, but remain well below the standard of the elite nations. Bosnia and Herzegovina qualified through the playoffs, but are considered the weakest team in this group on paper. For Canada, this is a gift of a draw on home soil. Average ranking across this group is the highest of any group in the tournament, meaning it is statistically the weakest. Canada's fans are going to have a party. Group E, Germany, Ecuador, Ivory Coast, Curacao. Germany are heavy favorites here and should top this group comfortably. Ecuador are a decent South American side. Ivory Coast have quality in attack, but have never gone deep at a World Cup. Curacao are the smallest nation in the tournament, and a 90-minute shock would make global headlines. This is a workable group for Germany, a team that needs a smooth start to build momentum for the knockout rounds. It sets up as a comfortable passage through for the 4-time world champions. Group H, Spain, Uruguay, Saudi Arabia, Cape Verde. Spain are the tournament favorites and should be fine here. Uruguay are the most dangerous team in this group after Spain. They are always physically intense, always hard to beat, and have beaten bigger nations at World Cups before. Saudi Arabia famously beat Argentina in the group stage of the 2022 World Cup, so nobody dismisses them entirely. But on paper, this is a very manageable group for Spain. They are expected to top it comfortably and arrive in the knockout rounds with rhythm and confidence. Group A, Mexico, South Korea, South Africa, Czechia. Mexico are co-hosts and playing in front of ferocious home support at the Estadio Azteca, the most iconic stadium in this tournament. South Korea have genuine quality and have pulled off major World Cup upsets before. South Africa and Czechia make this a competitive but very winnable group for Mexico. The atmosphere for Mexico's home games is going to be extraordinary, and that crowd advantage gives them a significant edge that statistics cannot fully capture. Group C, Brazil, Morocco, Scotland, Haiti. Brazil are clear favorites and should progress without too much trouble. Morocco are an interesting team. They reached the semifinals of the 2022 World Cup and proved they can compete with anyone on their day. Scotland are at their first World Cup in decades and will be emotional opposition, but are realistically hoping to survive rather than top the group. Haiti are significant underdogs. This is a group Brazil should navigate, but Morocco could make things uncomfortable if they hit the form they showed in Qatar. Group D, USA, Paraguay, Australia, Turkey. The United States are the home team here and under huge pressure to deliver results in front of their own fans. Paraguay, Australia, and Turkey are all capable of causing problems on a good day. None of them are pushovers. This group is tougher than it looks on paper. The USA are not guaranteed to top it. Australia took Japan to the final stages of the 2022 knockout rounds. Turkey have serious quality and finished third at the 2002 World Cup. If the USA have a bad day at the wrong time, they can go out in front of their home crowd. That pressure is enormous. Group G, Belgium, Egypt, Iran, New Zealand. Belgium are fading from their golden generation era, but still have enough quality to top this group. Kevin De Bruyne, if fit, remains one of the most creative players in world football. Egypt have a passionate support base and Mohamed Salah, but this is realistically a tough ask for them to progress. Iran and New Zealand are significant outsiders. Belgium should come through, but the golden generation is aging, and this might be their last realistic chance to make a deep run at a World Cup. Group F, Netherlands, Japan, Sweden, Tunisia. The Netherlands are strong favorites in a group that sets up well for them. Japan are genuinely excellent. They beat Germany and Spain in the 2022 group stage and have continued to develop as a football nation. Sweden have quality and are always organized. Tunisia are the clear outsiders, but African teams consistently outperform expectations at World Cups. The Netherlands should advance, but Japan are real competition for second place. Do not sleep on this group. Group J, Argentina, Austria, Algeria, Jordan. On paper, Argentina top this group. They are defending champions. They have Messi, they have Julian Alvarez, and Lautaro Martinez. They topped South American qualifying with ease. But Opta's power rankings actually rate this as the statistically strongest group in the entire tournament because of Argentina's enormous rating, pulling up the group average. Austria are ranked in the top 25 in the world and are no easy opponent. Algeria qualified from Africa and are not to be dismissed. The question is never whether Argentina progress. It is whether they can do it without exposing weaknesses ahead of the knockout rounds. Group K, Portugal, Colombia, Uzbekistan, Congo. This is a fascinating group. Portugal and Colombia are two of the most dangerous teams at this tournament, and they are going head-to-head here. Portugal have Ronaldo on his final World Cup mission. Colombia have Luis Diaz, and one of the most exciting attacking lineups in the tournament. When these two meet in Miami on June 27, it will be one of the best matches of the entire group stage. Uzbekistan and DR Congo make up the numbers, but Portugal and Colombia are going to push each other all the way. One of the two most exciting individual teams in the tournament could go home early from this group. That is brutal. Group L, England, Croatia, Ghana, Panama. England drew Croatia, the exact team that knocked them out of the 2018 World Cup semifinals, and finished third at the 2022 World Cup. It is a rivalry loaded with history and pain for English fans. This is England's opening match in Dallas, and the pressure on that game is enormous. Ghana are competitive opponents. Panama are the clear underdogs, but any team can cause damage on a World Cup pitch on the right day. England are favorites to top the group, but they open against the team that broke their hearts in 2018. If they lose that opener, the entire tournament for England shifts immediately. Group I, France, Senegal, Norway, Iraq. And here we are, the group that every analyst, every pundit, and every football fan has been pointing at since the draw was made. This is the group of death of the 2026 World Cup. France are the #1 ranked team in the world. Kylian Mbappé is their captain and one of the most dangerous players alive. Under Didier Deschamps, who is retiring after this tournament, France are coming to win it all. Senegal won the African Cup of Nations. They have a squad full of players competing at the highest level in European football every week. They are not a team you want to face in the group stage. Norway, Erling Haaland, the most clinical goal scorer on the planet. Norway won every single qualifying game they played. They scored 37 goals in qualifying, the most of any European nation. They beat Italy twice, and now they have to play France and Senegal just to get out of the group stage. Iraq complete the group after qualifying through the intercontinental playoffs. They are the significant underdogs here, but in a group this competitive, they do not need to win. They just need to take points off the bigger teams, and they could cause chaos. Think about what this means. France, one of the two favorites to win the entire tournament, could face elimination in the group stage. Norway, the team with the best striker in the world, might go home without ever reaching the knockout rounds. Senegal, African champions, could finish third and still not qualify. Under the previous 32-team format, at least one of these three powerhouse teams would have been guaranteed to go home. Even now, with the expanded format allowing some third-place teams through, at least one of France, Norway, or Senegal is going to be walking a tightrope. This is the most brutal group in the 2026 World Cup. No easy games, no rest, no nights off. 3 elite teams who all believe they can go deep in this tournament, forced to fight each other in the first round just for the right to continue. The France versus Norway game alone is worth the entire tournament. Mbappé against Haaland, the 2 most dangerous attackers in world football, on the same pitch with everything at stake. That is must-watch television for anyone who calls themselves a football fan. Group I is the group of death, and it is going to produce some of the greatest football of this entire World Cup. Drop a comment below and tell me which group you think is the most brutal, or which match from the group stage you are most excited to watch. Subscribe for more 2026 World Cup content. We will be covering every match, every upset, and every moment that defines this tournament.